of his brothers and thereby took his lunch.
Chat. He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebound.
Gets it to go. Aggressiveness on this here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points.
Steals, fast break, the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Hey guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill, and bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Vasquez comes in. Iguodala with the steal. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Stops, pops, and Green with the basket on the assist by Iguodala. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Parker dishes to Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. Here's Vasquez. No good, unable to end this run.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that layup. It's hard to believe he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Now here's Vasquez. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Outside for Curry. Pass to A-Train. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go. A-Train's got 20 points.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've...
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great.
My Uncle Sean isn't going to talk, not your YouTube.
The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this.
Dang it, why am I doing that?
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we
I'm
move here into the
broadcasting
second.
and you joined it. So
And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
It's working now.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Thompson is out there with A-Train. And it's Spates in at the center position. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 25 points for A-Train.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be to coach against. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. And the wide open shot from Green. And another three for Golden State. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
No, I'm good with the police cars. One is long, and things like the long things are boring.
Here's A-Train. He's got 27. Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Mark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
We're watching YouTube.
They set the pick. And the officials call a traveling violation.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers.
Pass it to the ref.
TOs,
So the ref can pass
those
it to
kinds of
your
mistakes
dude.
have
And
really
then
kind
your
of
dude can
drained
pass it
their
in.
confidence
So
to
your
this
dude-
point.
And then your dude can take it to the
Here's
basket
A-Train
and dunk it.
and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length
It's
and
not
instincts.
good
I
enough.
mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Compared to them, it's not because they're super good.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And foul
He's
call
kind
as he
of
misses.
about
He'll
that
go to the line
level
and
is
shoot two.
what I
It's on
just said.
Jabari Parker.
Just an
Yeah.
amazing game for A-Train. He has 29 points and also 8 steals. He's really been fantastic.
By the way,
all
the dude I'm
first
shooting
half.
free throws with right now
And
is the
that's
dude.
exactly
Like,
what his team
he's like,
needed
I went to
from him.
features and options,
And
created
really,
a player, and
Warriors
added
had
him to the
an
Warriors.
amazing regular
And,
season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was
that's
one of
him.
the best.
And he's a 99
ever.
overall, and
And
it's like every.
continuing to cough it up here,
He's like
the
every. He has like
TOs
every
threatening
badge.
to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people
Give it a
saw
ball,
it
give it a
coming. I mean,
Dang
and
it.
as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent.
What
The
was
Warriors were
that?
good, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
That's funny.
Golden State's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And the slam dunk by Spates.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he
What?
needs to be.
What level are you playing? Is it a demon?
Now here's Carter
What?
Williams. He's guarded closely. They get a hand on it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's A-Train. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Green inside, working on Henson, and Green slams it in.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And the slam dunk by Space.
I'm done playing these people. They suck. I'm gonna be so happy when the computer dies because then you won't have YouTube.